Get that camera out of here. They're gonna make a great picture. Eat your cake. I don't want it. Not many guys talk anymore. They don't do anything. They don't dance. They don't talk. All they do is sit around and burp. A loud burp and a good TV show. Really.
Yeah.
Back in the 40s and 50s, we did a whole lot more. And the whole world is changing. People are changing. Yeah. I mean it. I notice it more than anyone because I've been around for 84 years. I mean, we belong to a roller skating club, me and Grandpa. We belong to a bowling club. We went dancing. Once in a while, not too much dance. We didn't travel much because he traveled too much. Well, we enjoyed the kids, did things with them. But parents are not even doing that much with kids today. Can't afford it. Financial situation is too bad. Just to go to a movie, it's too expensive. Well, one time we sent the kids to the movies, what, for $1 or? Today, by the time you get them popcorn and a drink or something to eat, the movie's $8, isn't it? Terrible. I'm glad I lived when I did. Not now. But just think how different it's going to be in another 10, 20 years. Then you'll be my age. Pretty close to it. And you'll sit and say the same thing. Boy, things were so different. But we'll all go through it. Grandpa was smart. He died young. That's the way to go. If I knew everything years ago the way I'm feeling now, I would have said, forget 84. So different. I was always so active and driving and dancing. I'm glad I met Charlie when I did. He was a great help. He was vulnerable and I was. His wife died. She was 42. He fell, and they had to replace all the cartilage in his hip. He's walking around with a walker. I think he's off it by now. And they said he's a beast. Because he don't like walking with a walker. Doesn't bother me as long as I can walk. No more than this bothers me. I could be completely blind, you know? Why complain? I just hope it's better where I'm going.
What do you mean when you say you hope it's better where you're going?
I can't hear.
What do you mean when you say you hope it's better where you're going?
Well, heaven or purgatory or hell.
Where do you think you're going?
I have no idea. I don't want to know until I get there.
You gotta have some idea.
I don't want to know.
Why do you say you don't want to know? Everybody wants to know.
Everybody wants to go?
Everybody wants to know.
Oh, to know.
Yeah.
Uh-uh. How does anyone know? Even if you tell them what it's going to be like. Nobody's come back and told anyone. Except that one person, what was he, a psychiatrist or something? He didn't believe in God at all. Remember that story they had on TV? Wasn't he a psychiatrist? And he got real ill himself. And when he got very ill, he said he went to heaven. And he came back and he said there was a bunch of butterflies flying around, which I want to come back as. I'm coming back as a butterfly, whether they like it or not. I'll make sure of that. I'll be free and all colors. Pat Underwood said she wants to come back as an elephant. Who the hell would want to be an elephant? I think it's because when I first met her and we palled around together, she was a size 6. She is now a 1X. She's put on so much weight. She went through a little depression, which I didn't. I don't let anything depress me.
How do you keep things from depressing you?
How do I say from depressing? Because the worst thing in my life happened when I lost Grandpa. And I got through that hell. And I figured if I got through that, being the worst thing in my life, I can get through anything that happens from there on. That's what kept me from being depressed. I thought I'd get real depressed after that. But I had a wonderful life with Grandpa. The 30 years that we were together before he died. You know, if he was alive, it'd be 62 years that we were married. That's a sentence. That's a long time. And not only that, Grandpa traveled for 15 years. You knew that. Come in on a Friday and go out for 3 weeks, back on a Friday, back for 3 weeks. And even that happened for a reason. And you know why? To make me get used to being alone. So, as I say many a time, when God closes a door on us, He makes sure He opens another eventually. Something, a window or a door. And things change. Because nothing's forever anyway. So don't ever get depressed about anything, Hal. You're very lucky with all you've been through. especially when you were drinking. I'm real proud of you that you managed to fight it and stay away from it. It only took you, what, 6 months? That's unbelievable. How many people go through that and then go right back in it? You didn't yet. Don't ever. Don't ever break that. You got so much life to enjoy yet. Why go back to something that's going to make you different and depressed? Got a lot of happy things to see yet. But don't change it, ever. And I don't think you will. Only thing that had you depressed for a while, I'm sure, is when you were looking for your daddy. But you found him. Right? And you got to see him before you lose him. Some of the families, some of your brothers. What more are you going to ask for? What more do you want? What more do you want? Answer me.
You gonna break it again?
Yes, I am going to break it. I'm going to hit you on the head with it. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What'd you say?
I said, you'll even take pictures of me when I'm dead. But I'm going to fool you. I'm not going to be shown.